going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video, and we got to go over Dogecoin today. So I don't want to do too many technicals on Dogecoin because that's kind of what my previous video was about with Dogecoin. It's about the technicals. But just looking at the technicals really quick, we can see that we temporarily broke out of our trend line, but we came right back into it. But we could easily break out of it again and go down. And remember, our next line of support with Dogecoin, they've already mentioned it, 25 cents to 21 cents would be the next support line if we were to drop from 30 cents. Hopefully we don't drop from 31 cents. And if we go off of 31 cents, hopefully we don't drop from 30 cents. So we do have good news with Dogecoin. I mean, good news with Dogecoin is always happening, and there's also a lot of FUD. There's a lot of bad news too. But it seems like we're going back up into our trend line, and we're going to be positive again. So we just have to wait it out and see what happens. So without further ado, let's go over to what I really want to go over with Dogecoin. So the main thing I want to go over with Dogecoin here is how to become a Dogecoin millionaire. A lot of people want to know how to make $1 million off of Dogecoin. A lot of people want to become a Dogecoin millionaire, right? So if you really want to become a Dogecoin millionaire, let's talk about this right now and about how you can become a Dogecoin millionaire. So first thing we want to look at $10, what would be the market cap of Dogecoin? So at $10, what would be the market cap of Dogecoin? So Dogecoin adds about 5 billion Dogecoins every single year, right? Let's say by 2025, we'll be at $10. I honestly believe 2025, we will reach around $10 and maybe even above $10 before 2025, right? But let's just say 2025 because honestly, I want to say $100 by 2025 with Dogecoin, but let's just look at what we got here, right? So looking at our current supply here, we will get 5 billion Dogecoins every year. In 2025, that will be 4 years from now. So you would take your 5 billion, multiply it by 4, that would be 20 billion, right? So what you want to do is you add 129 billion Dogecoins, right? And then you take and add all the Dogecoin that we will print inside the next, well, that will mine or whatever inside the next 4 years to 2025. So that would be a whole total of 20 billion Dogecoins inside of the next 4 years here. That will lead us with 149 billion Dogecoins right there. 149 billion Dogecoins, right? So now let's take this 149 Dogecoins, right? And let's go ahead and divide it by our target price. So let's go ahead and divide. Well, no. Let's actually multiply it by our target price really quick. Let's multiply it by our target price. So let's go over here. Our target price is $10 with Dogecoin. That would bring us to a $1.4 trillion market cap. Definitely achievable by 2025. No doubt about it, right? So $1.4 trillion market cap by 2025, predicting $10 Dogecoin by 2025. So that is my Dogecoin prediction. Now we want to know how much we can have in Dogecoin by 2025. How will we become a millionaire by 2025 inside Dogecoin? So what you want to do in order to find that out, you want to go ahead and take the money that you have. Let's say you want to put $1,000 in, right? Go ahead and take and divide your $1,000 by the current price of Dogecoin. At the point right now is 31.68. So you will take and divide 31.68. Take and divide it by 0.3168. So after you divide it by 0.3168, you see that you'll have 3,156 Dogecoins if you do that. So now you take that 3,156 Dogecoins and you multiply it by our target price, which is $10. So you will not become a Dogecoin millionaire by investing $1,000 into Dogecoin. That is, if Dogecoin goes up to $10 by 2025, you will not become a Dogecoin millionaire with $1,000. So let's see how much money you would have to put in to become a millionaire by 2025 in Dogecoin. So let's go ahead and do this math problem again. Let's say you take $10,000 and then you do the same thing. So you take $10,000 and then you divide it by the current Dogecoin price, which I gotta look at it again, is 31.66 because the price changes all the time. So I just wanted to look at the real time so we can know. All right, so real time 31.66. Go ahead and divide it by that, and that brings you 31,000 Dogecoins. And when you multiply that by $10, which is our target price, you get $315,000. So you kind of see where I'm going with this. If we go up to 100K, you put 100K into Dogecoin, that will bring you to $3.1 million by $10. But how do we get to the $1 million point? So let's do this again. Let's keep doing this until we get to $1 million, right? So let's say we have 25. Actually, no. Let's say we have about give or take about 35 $35,000, right? Take and divide your $35,000 by 3167 and then multiply it by our target price, which is $10. So that is $1.1 million. So then you round it up, let's say about $30,000. So if you want to become a Dogecoin millionaire by 2025 at the price target of $10, you will need $100. Wait, no, not $100,000. You will need $30,000. I got mixed up there. But yeah, you will need $30,000 if you want to reach the Dogecoin millionaire status by 2025 with a $10 price target. Now let's say we have a $100 price target, right? Let's say our price target is $100. So now let's say crypto just goes crazy the next 4 years, which after looking at the gains for the previous year, there's no doubt about it that crypto could reach that Dogecoin could reach $100. But first we have to look at the market cap, because that's the main thing. Because if there's an unsustainable market cap, then it's not true, right? So let's see what we can do with our market cap, right? So remember, it was 149 billion Dogecoins after we add in for the inflation. And like I said, it would be the 129 billion Dogecoins plus 5 billion Dogecoins every year for 4 years, which will give you 20 billion Dogecoins. So your 20 billion Dogecoins there brings you to 149 billion Dogecoins. So let's see what we'll have here. So now let's see where our market cap would be if we went ahead and went to $100. So let's go ahead and look at that. $100. So we would have a $14.9 trillion market cap. So mind you, let's go over here and look at the GDP just for America. GDP America. So you look at the GDP for America in 2019, it was 21 trillion. Then you look at the GDP for America, I think it was about 22 trillion now for this year. So $22 trillion is the whole GDP for America. Now you look for world GDP ranking. Now you look at the whole world for the GDP, the whole entire world combined. I want to see a combined, all right, global GDP. So let's go over here to global GDP. But then when you look at global GDP here, we have a lot circulating in global GDP. So that is a whole of 84.54 trillion. And remember, after all the printing of all the money within the past year, I want to say it's probably 85 trillion. So let's just round it up. $85 trillion is right now circulating. 85 US trillion dollars is now circulating out throughout the whole world right now. So that is a lot of money. And then we come over here and we look at the Dogecoin price target for $100. See, now you have to account for inflation. Remember, every single year, so much US dollars are being printed. Remember, last year alone, a lot of US dollars were printed. And this is happening inside every single economy across the world. So eventually we are going to have way more than $84 trillion circulating. There's probably going to be about, I'm going to be completely honest, we'll probably have about 100 to 120 trillion dollars circulating throughout the whole economy of the whole world by 2025. So 14 trillion of that. Now the question is, can 14 trillion of that land into Dogecoin? Do you think $14.9 trillion market cap is possible for Dogecoin? So that is the question you have to ask yourself. I'm not going to answer that question because it's up to you to know if it's going to reach that. So because I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice. I'm not going to just tell you something. Let's go ahead and see where we would be at for $100 though to get to a Dogecoin millionaire. So if we reached $100 by 2025, I see where we'd be. You want to take $1,000 first and then divide your $1,000 by the current Dogecoin price, which is 0.3176, which would bring you to about a whole total there of 31,000 or 3,100 Dogecoins, and then multiplying it by our target price at $100. So target price at $100, 314K. And you can see where I'm going with this. At $1,000, that will be $3.4 million, or not $1,000. I mean, by 1,000. But let's go ahead and look at something else here. Now, let's say we take $10,000, right? That would be 3.1 million. So now let's say we take $5,000. That's more probable for people to get that. It's more easier for people to get 5,000. That'd probably bring you to about $1.5 million. So let's go over here and do this. 5,000 divided by the target price, or not target price, but by the current price, 31.71. That would bring you up to 15,000 Dogecoins, and like I said, $1.5 million when you multiply it by 100. So that is a whole of 1.5 million. So in order to have 1.5 million dollars in Dogecoin by 2025 with a price target of $100 and a market cap of 1.4 or 14 trillion dollars, which is a lot of money and it seems absurd. That's why I didn't want to answer it, because it's up to you. Do you really think we can get to 14.9 trillion market cap by 2025? That's up to you to decide. But yeah, that's how much it will take for us to reach that price. So it's quite difficult to become a Dogecoin millionaire. I'm not gonna lie, you do have to have some money saved up. So if you have money saved up, you can definitely become a Dogecoin millionaire in the next 4 years. But the time to become a Dogecoin millionaire was really a long time ago, and if you missed it, then it's just that you missed it. I mean, I wouldn't be so sad that you missed it, but I mean, like, look at the reality of the situation. Like, this Dogecoin millionaire, almost billionaire, came way back here. Look at what this Dogecoin person did, right? They bought $3,000 worth of Dogecoin inside 2014, and they kept buying and they kept buying. They kept putting 3,000 here, 8,000 there, 4,000 there, and then eventually they got up to $33 million just because they invested in 2014. So what I'm saying is, if you invest now, wait 5 years, maybe 6 years, maybe 10 years, you could become a millionaire, and it's definitely possible. So that's all I wanted to say about that. And I have a lot of other stuff that I want to talk about with Dogecoin, right? So there's a lot of people trying to copy Dogecoin. Look at this, Raku coin, a new crypto to ensure equality. So another Raku coin, this is another crypto that is using the Shiba Inu, using a dog to promote it. So I guess it's good, it helps, because then when people are like, where did this come from? This came from Dogecoin. Everything came from Dogecoin. Shiba Inu came from Dogecoin. I like Shiba Inu too. And a lot of people talk about Kishu Inu, and that came from Dogecoin. So a lot of good stuff there. So look at this. Look at this article here. This article is inside of, I believe this article is actually inside of Portuguese. Let me go ahead and translate. Yeah, Portuguese. So since this article is in Portuguese, you have to think about this. Money is flowing through Dogecoin all over the world. So it's not too far-fetched to reach a $1 trillion market cap, because we have the money coming in from different places. It's coming in from different economies, different countries all over the world. So that's why it's definitely possible. Portuguese. Remember, Portugal and Brazil, they both speak Portuguese. You know, they have the Brazilian Portuguese and then they have European Portuguese, but essentially it's the same thing. So there's a lot of money flowing through Dogecoin throughout all these places, and you just got to think that Brazil has a lot of people in their population. Like, look at the Brazil population here, 211 million people in Brazil. That's a lot of people in Brazil. And then you look at Portugal. Let's look at Portugal, not the capital. Go ahead and do Portugal, and then look over here for Portugal. 10 million less people than, they have way less people than Brazil, because Brazil is a bigger country, but still they have a lot of money inside of Portugal. They have a lot of money inside of Portugal and inside of Brazil. So that money is going to flow inside Dogecoin. So another thing, people keep talking about FUD. There's so much FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So everyone is talking about why Dogecoin is a pyramid scheme. People really think it's a pyramid scheme. Let's read why they think that's been a pyramid scheme. So they said, what is a pyramid scheme? They all start by defining a pyramid scheme, blah, blah, blah. A pyramid scheme is an investment model that revolves around early participants recruiting new participants. So they're saying early participants recruiting new participants, you know, people that are saying, hey, friend, buy this. And then they say Dogecoin is a pyramid scheme because you know, Elon Musk was telling people buy it, and then new people came in, and then, you know, people sold out that were at the top. So they're saying that's why it's a pyramid scheme. In theory, I guess you can say it is, but it's more of an investment than a pyramid scheme. So that's all I have to say about that, because I'm bullish with Dogecoin, and I know Dogecoin is going to the moon, and I have nothing bad to say about Dogecoin. So the Oakland A's just made MLB history by accepting Dogecoin payments for tickets to a game. That's huge right there. That's huge right there. Look at this. It's Dogecoin hitting a home run as the Oakland A's professional baseball team. So yes, they now accept Dogecoin. That's huge right there. They're accepting Dogecoin for tickets for their games. I mean, so much is going on with Dogecoin left and right. It's so hard to watch Dogecoin, and it's just so hard to watch what Dogecoin is doing, because something new is happening every single moment. So it's hard for me to like come here and then talk about the news, because so much stuff keeps happening back to back to back, and I'm like, I just made a Dogecoin video, now I gotta make another one, because we broke out of the trend line and then we went back into the trend line, and so much other stuff. FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. But let's keep going. So iconic Doge meme NFT breaks record selling for $4 million. So this Dogecoin meme just sold for $4 million. I would never buy it for $4 million, but I guess other people would. So go figure. But yeah, I would definitely never do something like that. And I've actually been reading up a lot about there being an NFT bubble, and about NFTs that are about to just plunge inside price. I'm not spreading FUD about NFTs, so remember, I know nothing about NFTs. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But yeah, I know nothing about NFTs, so I'm not spreading FUD about NFTs. So do your own due diligence about NFTs. I know about Dogecoin, but not much about NFTs. I know they're non-fungible tokens, and I know they make a lot of money. So that's all I know about that. So let's keep going. All right, so more FUD, more FUD, more FUD. This just is crazy. It's just disappointing. It's really disappointing to see all this FUD about Dogecoin. Avoid the Dogecoin bubble. Buy these TSX stocks. I don't even want to read this article. But yeah, let's ignore the FUD. Let's ignore it. So Cronos Advanced Technologies Incorporated announces availability of limited edition Air Doge air purifiers. Literally Air Doge purifiers. Like, Air Doge isn't your typical air purifier. It replaces the old-fashioned HEPA filter with washable collecting plates. It's quite easy to use, automatically adjust its wind speed. So this is pretty cool that we have an Air Doge, literally a Doge purifier. The idea for Air Doge resulted from the coincidence when we decided to be the world's first company traded in the stock market to accept payment in Dogecoin, together with our popular product already named Air Doge or Air Dog. Accepting Dogecoin turned into a windfall. So yeah, they have the Air Doge air purifier now. So if you want that air purifier, yeah, just go ahead and copy some Air Doge and yeah, be cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool that they have the Air Doge thing coming out here. So Cronos Advanced Technologies, more big news left and right with Dogecoin. So yeah, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I just want to let everyone know that, like, always do your own due diligence. Always do your own due diligence. Never invest more than what you're willing to lose. All right, so now we have more stuff that we need to talk about. Why Litecoin could ultimately benefit from Bitcoin's success. And why do we need to talk about this? Because Litecoin benefiting from Bitcoin means Dogecoin benefits from Bitcoin. Every single crypto out there benefits from Bitcoin, not just Litecoin, not just Ethereum. Everything benefits from Bitcoin. So as long as Bitcoin continues to go up, Dogecoin continues to go up. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. But it says it might even perform well in spite of it, as Script is the same hashing algorithm used by Dogecoin, which Elon Musk got behind. So if you don't know, Litecoin, you can actually mine Litecoin and have it exchanged for Dogecoin. So that's what a lot of people do, and that's how they mine their Dogecoin. That's why Litecoin is directly correlated with Dogecoin, and Dogecoin is directly correlated with Bitcoin, because Litecoin is directly correlated with Bitcoin. So Doge follows Litecoin, Litecoin follows Bitcoin, Doge follows Bitcoin, everything follows Bitcoin. It's funny. But look at this. So Marseille, if you do not know what Marseille is, it is a French port city. Look at this, Marseille news. And this is all in French here. This means money is coming all over from everywhere. Every single point of the world, money is coming through. We have the French, we have the Portuguese, we have the Brazilians. Everybody is putting money into Dogecoin. This is fun. This is just crazy. And more FUD is coming out. I mean, crazy. There's FUD in French, there's FUD in English. So this is how Doge compares to a pyramid scheme. So they're comparing it to a pyramid scheme, but they're not really saying that Doge is going to go down. They're saying how to play it. And yeah, like Elon Musk said, Doge is a hustle. Like, when Doge peaks, the whales sell. So how do you play this? When Doge peaks, you sell as well, and you wait for the dip and you buy back in. That's exactly how you play Dogecoin, because you know the whales are playing the game. You have to play the game with the whales. That's why I follow the whales all the time. But yeah, Marseille, that is a city in France. It is a port city. So really big stuff here that they're actually talking about Dogecoin, and that they have a lot of money flowing through France. Let's just say that there's a lot of money flowing through Europe and, you know, Europe as a whole. So a lot of stuff is going on here. So yeah, we talked about pretty much everything I have to talk about with Dogecoin today. But yeah, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and check out the link in the description for a free stock with Robinhood and Webull. And for a limited time only, Robinhood will be giving you 3 free stocks, and Webull will be giving you 4 free stocks. And you can put that money straight into Dogecoin. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video. Peace.